Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on your time and your location. I welcome you this afternoon from my very location to join me from your own location this wonderful afternoon for us to touch light into our own very matters that concerns Biafrans who are under this new declared United States of Biafra at this moment. So please, I urge you, as I welcome you on this platform this afternoon, please endeavor to welcome one another. Through that means, you are helping this message to go to the appropriate authorities and the appropriate quarters that we deserve to listen to our message. And as you join me, please hit the like button, because whenever you hit the like button, you are sending the same message to people that deserve to hear our message. You can see that is why it is very imperative. Immediately you join here, just kindly share the program to any group you are into. Thank you so much for doing that. I see you, Bishop. You are the first Bishop, or the real Bishop Onaga. I salute you from here. Good afternoon from my location to you. And before we start this morning, my short message to every Biafrans, regardless of message from Mazen Nandekano, did not abuse any group. He did not abuse anybody. He said, stop attacking one another. That he recognizes everybody's effort in this movement. So my question to you, Triple M, good afternoon from my location, and welcome to the program. My simple question to any of us is, you that is attacking somebody, can you kindly listen to Mazen Nandekano's message or order to stop attacking one another? If you know that what you are doing is good, continue doing that, attacking anybody. Continue doing that thing that you think that is the right thing that you are doing within your own conscience. Continue doing it. Mazen Khan did not attack anybody. He did not condemn anybody. Even if you were a group, he did not condemn. He said, continue with what you are doing. He welcomes all of you. But the question you might ask yourself, after listening to that message, you disobeyed Simon Ebanjoko. You are continuously attacking. You are the one who brought message that Master said, stop attack. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president himself, has said, stop attack, can you stop? Can you leave Ngozi Arabeze alone? Can you leave Dr. Ngozi Arabeze alone? Let me tell you one thing. What I want to understand this at this junction. The leaders have spoken. And you do not expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out here to destroy the IPOB he built with DOS. The only time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will destroy or stop IPOB is when he comes out. He will ask them, accountability of all you have done when I'm not there. They will give accounts. The same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who introduced Simon Ekpa to us. IPOB will pay loyalty of giving account of the achievement when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was incarceration to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa Njoko will render account to Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Listen to how it goes. Dr. Ngozi Arabeze will give account to Simon Ekpa, who endorsed him, who endorsed her as a surrogate, who asked her to protect the mandate. This is how this accountability goes. You that is attacking them, and the Simon Ekpa Njoko did not appoint you, did not mention your name, did not give you any position, then who are you going to give account? You think that all these things are just a male story, that you can come outside and they look at whatever you think and say the way you want? No, my people, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And Ugochukwu, Mado, I greet you. Good afternoon from my location. Paha Javed, I greet you from here. You're welcome to the program. This is a wonderful afternoon from my location. So, my simplest message to all of us in social media, on the side of the USB, obey the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, there was a time Mazi Simon Ekpa said, stop attack. And those he mentioned on those levels of attack is two people, which they know themselves. That is those. And ask yourself, without attack, what can you deliver in social media? Yes, thank you so much. You're welcome. Welcome back. I am here almost every day. Depend on my shifting time. So you that the only job you cares for, or the only job you know, is to attack. If there is no attack, what can you do? Your job has ended. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of the USB, has give order. Do your part, like Obatobi said. You don't come and attack me. What you need to do, go and fight for Biafra. If you face me, get Biafra, we will settle our differences in Biafran court. So I don't see reason why you attack. I don't see reason why you think that thing you are doing is the best thing you can do. Remember, ignorance is not an excuse in the eyes of law. All of us must be one. We move. We are here today to continue the second part of our importance of the ID card of the USB government. If you look at my capture, having United States of Biafra is internal sovereignty recognition. From Biafran's citizens. That is what it is in my headline today that I want to discuss. I want you to know one thing. When a new country is being declared, you have two types of recognition. One is the one you recognize yourself as a sovereignty. They call it internal sovereignty recognition. When that is de facto recognition, and the Jew, that is international. Both any country in Africa, anywhere the country comes, that is only two recognition you have. Whenever you are proving that you are the federal government in exile, you have what? You are the one first to recognize yourself as a sovereignty. You must see yourself, you must endorse yourself as a sovereignty that are seeking for. Now, what? The international recognition. This is what you are seeking for. And this is how they program it. Now, there is another internal and external. Without declaration of a new country, from the country that you are fighting for, you will become what? Internal. When you make declaration, the case becomes external. This is how it is. When you are fighting for a new country, when there is no declaration, it remains internal. That is why in the 1960s/1970, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, despite declaring Biafra then in the homeland, the propaganda that UK, London was being used is that it is internal affair. That is how they collapsed the movement of Biafra, by using that propaganda, making lobby, chasing away his countries, lobby to any country that comes around. They will tell them, no, this is a country we just declared 1914. The problem is internal. Internal is why they are in the homeland fighting. Do you understand? Now, when you make this official declaration in exile, it becomes external, because in Africa, many countries, minus apartheid, minus colonial era, they made their declaration from abroad, many of them. That is why you have many countries in exile, many government body in exile, that use one organization to push until they get recognition. There is one thing that we all must understand. Anybody who comes on your page to talk about sovereignty, tell him, are you the one who is giving sovereignty? Ask him or her. And sovereignty, is it because of the way you reason? Is sovereignty. Those that are giving us sovereignty, those that are giving recognition, they know that once a country make official declaration that their matter, that there is two words, two recognition. One is internal recognition. Second is external recognition. The internal recognition of sovereignty is, once you make declaration, you stand on that mandate of that declaration. You become a sovereignty that is seeking for recognition. Now, on that seeking for recognition, once you declare by yourself and you become a sovereignty, then on the issue of the internal sovereignty, you have automatically recognized yourself, because you must give people the name they are going to call you. So for you to endorse that name and answer that name means that I have recognized that my name is Biafra TV. Do you understand? They are the same way. Now, I am a sovereign on my own. When that becomes de facto internal, by I myself recognize that my name is Biafra TV. Now, when people like those in the comment section addresses me as a Biafra, as Biafra TV, it becomes external. I myself recognizing myself as Biafra TV is what gives them the power to call me what? Biafra TV. And I would say, please address me as Real Biafra TV. When you address me as a Real Biafra TV from outside of myself, it has become external recognition from people of the world, that even people of every Africa that comes on this platform. So there is common example of things, comparison we need to, if you are being sincere. And up to this time that we are into, if you are still doubting, honestly, I must tell you that you are doing yourself. And you know the truth. You only try to shy away because of the envy, hatred, jealousness that is inside you. These are the things that when you refuse to listen to the truth, then the envy, the jealousness is what is going to destroy you more. So, in this movement that we are into, there is many things that leads to sovereignty recognition, not recognition sovereignty. What are those things? The issue of ID card, as we are discussing about it for the second time today in this our platform, is what? The ID card. Having United States of Biafra in your hand, I mean, I repeat, having Biafran, having United States of Biafra ID card is what? Is sovereignty recognition. That is what? The ID card is an internal sovereignty recognition. That is how the world see it under the international law, under the UN. So I want us to understand, or for you to see more of the importance of our ID card. That government is asking us to come and fill the form, so you can be able to have this ID card. And once you have, if you're under this government of the USB, the most important thing that at this stage that we are into, you have to do is what? You and I, or we all, have to accept, once we are in diaspora as of this January, that over 10 million Biafrans can be able to take this ID card. You having that ID card is what? Is proving sovereignty that are seeking for recognition. And it simply means that you on your own has recognized that United States of Biafra is a sovereign state. You see the one of passport. And in the UN, remember, it is part of the things, the document you are going to present, that speaks volume or action more than voice. The ID card is action that speaks on higher volume more than my voice or your voice. And it's also a peer document that UN accept quickly. And they even said, when the people of the state of the new declared country have larger number on the ID card, that they don't need to argue for them to be recognized as a full, give them international recognition about their sovereignty. Any human being that accepted his name by himself, and once you accepted that name, you are a sovereignty on your own. That is internal. Now, when people start calling you that name, when they use that name to recognize you anywhere you go, because of you give yourself that name, you maintain that name, then what will happen? Then it now becomes what? External. This is what we are just going around, and people are making mockery of social media. I want us to know that having the ID card of University of Biafra prove sovereignty, seeking for recognition. It proves that this is external sovereignty. It proves that this is internal first. When we accept that ID card, when we have it, when you fill the form, when you undergo the process of this ID card, it simply means that you have accepted that the USB is a sovereign state. Then what will happen? It now becomes what? Accepting this ID card means eternal sovereignty that are seeking for recognition. So if you want USB government, if you want us to go home quickly, if you want us to UN to know who we are, let us ginger up to 10 million ID card from the citizen of United States of Biafra. These are the things that we have to do at this stage that we are into. Because if the government is there doing their own on the paper, when you accepted or we have this ID card, is part of what we can give to the government to prove that we all accepted our real declaration, that we are internal sovereignty, that you want the government to go to external. So giving them over 10,000 ID card or 10 million ID card of the Biafran people out of the 50 million that voted on the self-referendum is also another evidence to the world that over 50 million voted, but because of the tax and the money being paid, that only 10 million Biafrans voted. That's only 10 million that have this ID card. It does not need argument. Automatically, UN will accept that USB is what? They will give us what? Recognition that we are looking for. Why do we need that recognition? It is for us to participate on the higher level global stage. Today, country like Kosovo, country like Somaliland, country like Miami, country like there's another country in Africa again today, they are now participating on the community world level global stage. Because of what? They lack external recognition. So I want you to understand clearly that having USB ID card in your hand is proving that you accepted that the USB is a sovereign state that only lack external. You will first grab what? Internal. Internal is from you. External is from people outside. That is when it becomes what? External. So, for any fellow Biafran citizen that has never, when you are in the diaspora, that you never think of having this ID card. Yesterday, we discussed how the benefits and also the benefit of this ID card when you have this ID card in your hand. That is the program we handled yesterday. So you may go back to the previous video of yesterday to check. Because this is the part 2 of this program, of this ID card. Because when you know the value and when you know the importance of this ID card and how the international community see it and how they value it, then you may ask yourself a question: why are you waiting for this Why do we have to wait for so long? Waiting for 1 year of after our declaration. Yes, she goes, yeah. And this man, I don't have time for any idiotic human being. They will use their 5 minutes to think what they will write. I will use 1 second to block them and delete them out. Because I'm not here for inconsequentials and those who cannot reason. That is why she goes, yeah, you follow me, see, as in you watch what happened, really. Thank you so much for observing. Yes. So, I want all the Biafrans, including I myself, to join hand first to secure fully internal sovereignty recognition. Whenever you are in diaspora, whenever you are in abroad, wherever you are in abroad, and you accepted the ID card, you have accepted that the USB is internal sovereignty, that you have give USB internal sovereignty recognition. Like I said, you have 2 types of recognition, the internal and external. In words that we may understand, you have de facto and de jure as the way they've been addressed. Fisher AJ, welcome, good afternoon from here, good afternoon from here. So you have this what? This external and internal. Now, in that internal, to suit on the current usage of word in the international global community, they use the word de jure and de facto government. So we, as the Biafran people, having USB ID card in our hand simply mean that on the level of internal sovereign recognition, that we have achieved that. Accepting that the USB is a sovereignty is not by mouth, it's not by comment, it is by action. What is that action? Accepting the USB ID card is the action that proves that you have accepted, you have helped the government to close the chapter of internal sovereignty recognition. Now, this your help, or this you are being a patriotic USB citizen, is the power that you are giving to the government to go for external. And when they go for this external, the argument is very simple, because the world believes in what? Evidence at hand. The world believes in written notes. The world believes in video. Now, what are these 2 things? The ID card is a digital document that is there on its own. Then the Biafra recognition, the Biafra declaration, is the evidence of the internal sovereignty that are seeking for international recognition, which is external recognition, is what we are looking for, which is de jure. The de facto is you and I accepting this USB ID card is the what? The de facto that we have achieved. So ask yourself, how are you helping the government to get this external that is only what we are waiting for? This is the external that Somaliland waited for 34 good years. So do you want us to wait for 34 good years? If you know you don't want, go and fill the form, both online. This form is what you will sit in your bedroom at your own convenient time and do it. So you have to, if you are proving, Musa, you're welcome. This is what you are proving, that you are a Biafran really. that you believe in that real declaration. You, as a Biafran, believing in this our real declaration is not only by mouth. There is actions. Yellow wine, I see you. Good afternoon. There is actions that we have to put to prove that we accepted or we are happy to be the citizen of United States of Biafra, re-declared November the 29th, 2024. Remember the headline we are discussing. Internal recognition and external recognition. They made it clear to understand that having USB ID card proving internal sovereignty recognition, that we must recognize ourselves as a sovereignty before any other external will come in. And they said, how can we do that? We can do this very easily by applying, having United States of Biafra ID card. Yes, yellow one. We are home by UN law, which is perfectly 100%. That's what we are going to do today. I am just laying my preambles down before we continue. Madam Ngozi, thank you so much. Good afternoon, you and the yellow one. So, having this ID card of the USB in any country you are in abroad is what? That is what they call it, that we have conclusion of what? Internal sovereignty recognition. That is our own. This is how UN see this our ID card. So when the Minister of Foreign Affairs goes to any office to lobby for Biafra, she or he will present this ID card to the UN. And UN said, with only these 10 million Biafrans ID card proving internal recognition that we want, that we love our country. So through that means, then the people of Biafra has proven that we want Biafra. Then when they use the ID card registration that you all have taken with over 10 million Biafrans, they use it to compare the self-referendum vote. It has become automatic recognition for us from UN. So they will not argue. But if we, as people of Biafra, has never solved the problem of the internal sovereignty recognition, it's going to go for a long way. Why we waited for so many years? So is it what you want? So if you are in diaspora today, in abroad, any country you are today, please, if you believe in the declaration, for us to use our hand to solve this particular problem, because in the criteria of sovereignty, there is 4 steps, despite Montevideo Convention, that they made up of this 21st century, that makes a new country recognition very flexible. Now, so the issue is this: for a Biafrans in abroad, please, I urge all of us to help this government to solve what? To solve internal sovereignty recognition. Yellow, when I tell you I've done the need for, I don't have time this morning to waste time. So this afternoon. So for us to solve this internal sovereignty recognition is in our hand. How? When we accepted the ID card of USB were declared, we as the people of Biafra, because they said under the UN that we as the people of Biafra must accept that we are a sovereignty on our own. Before others, we endorse us as what? Sovereign state. That is why I give the example. In this my page, this is Real Biafra TV, the name I answer. From the day I choose to answer that name, and I call myself Real Biafra TV, that it has become I have solved my internal sovereignty. I have first what? I have solved internal sovereignty. That simply means I have recognized myself as Real Biafra TV. Now, when anybody in the comment section addresses me as Real Biafra TV, he has solved what? He has given me external sovereignty recognition. This is how the world address all these things. So that is why sometimes when you see people that are making mockery of themselves on social media, you are not the one that designed the criteria of sovereignty. And what we think as sovereignty is not how the world sees sovereignty. Their own way of sovereignty is different from our way of sovereignty. No, it's not difference. It is only difference when those who never believe in our declaration are making mockery of themselves, social media. I can see you, easy way. I can see you is becoming good evening from my location, so I greet you all. So, in the movement of us right now, the internal sovereignty recognition is being held or being counted by ID card. Because when let me explain the details for you. They have 4 recognition. One is on the name of declaration. You send notification to the world that a sovereign nation has emerged, seeking for recognition. Now, when the world recognizes us, it becomes the number 2. They use that word, de facto and the external. Sorry, de facto and de jure. The de facto is what we are into already. No doubt about that. But for us to approve that de facto on the level of internal sovereignty recognition, then they demand that we need to have over 10 million Biafrans having USB ID card. So for you to come on the comment section or in the fundraising proving I love the University of Biafra, I love you, I love USB, but you are in abroad and you are not taking the ID card, the sacrifice you are making is going to be more delayed. So for that sacrifice to not be delayed by the money you are contributing to the fundraising, then from there, save the little bit of that money to have the ID card. Then when you have the ID card, you have solved the internal sovereignty recognition, because we, on the level of internal, this internal, in other way round of turning this around to the world, is de facto government. De facto. Now, the external is the Jew. This external is the one that we are looking from the UN or from any country that's outside that are not Biafran country. You see, these two work for one. These two, de facto and the internal, they are 2 different words, but they are 2 in one thing. 2 in 1. Then the external and the Jew works, they are 2 in 1 also. So these 2 work together, these 2 work together. 1 leads to 1. The declaration leads to internal sovereignty recognition by us. Those that are shouting that day, USB, we love you. USB, we love you. That USB, we love you, is what? Internal sovereignty on level of the de facto. Now that the government is moving to external, what will make this external to have very quickly? What makes this external to come not like people of Somaliland, not people of Northern Cyprus, not people of Kosovo, not people of like Taiwan? What will help us to achieve it is this ID card. Honestly, my people, that is why it is very imperative. It is very, very sacrosanct. It is very, very important on this stage. It is a cross that we all must carry on. I said, even though when you don't have $100, you don't have an account, you can save up to that, give to someone who can pay that money in on your behalf. Then the money will go through to your name. So, and if you have 5 children in the diaspora, please, they're eligible to have this ID card. Because that what makes them the citizens of the USB. It's not only that when you are in problem, that the government will use that ID card to locate you, no. It's also, in benefit of it is also that is what triggers recognition very quickly. Now that Donald Trump is there and the Biafra map has cited in the world map, please, I urge you, please, Biafrans, let us help the government. Let us help the government. When you are helping the government, you are helping yourself, because through that way, we are all going home. And through the law of the UN, we are already home. Through the law of the UN on the paper, we are already what? In the homeland. So, the people of Biafra, we must help USB government as we are helping yourself, because when you help this government, you help yourself. Do you understand it clearly? This morning we don't have time for any outside talk. If you are here, you are not listening, kick you out without wasting time. I can't condone any nonsense time, because the level that we're into has passed to condemn those who don't want, has passed to accept someone who don't want to listen to what we're saying. So that is why I am urging, I am begging every Biafran to go into this ID card, please. For me, I never understand this matter of ID card until I begin to research about the ID card and how the benefit and how it can help recognition. So, in the movement, please, you see, I am using that please, because if you really understand and pay attention what this ID card stands for, believe you me, you will rush and grab it. Then I want the word that will make to rush to grab this ID card is what? That is part of the evidence that is going to lead to external recognition of the sovereignty of the sovereign state, which is United State of Biafra, re-declared. Let me take your mind off here from a little bit and bring you back. People of Somaliland that you're hearing today, there was a time that, Cecilia, I can't condone you. Go and change 100 name and come. I know you. I know your comment. Here is not platform of Mazi Kai. This page is not platform of Maz. Change another name, come. I block you as Cecilia. You change today. Go and bring more name. I don't condone any of you here, because we have given all of you time to come out from that your shenanigan, but you refuse. So the time is I have limited time. Change another name and come. Then change the picture. You change from Cecilia to Oluchukwu Okechukwu. We are here. Come. We know all of you. So, my people, In this movement that we are into, and the level where we are, the things, the evidence, and what the international community want us to do, please, let us rush fast and be doing those things right now. Let us rush fast and be doing those things that the international community want us to do. Look at that comment from our sister, Ijelenwai. Biafrans, it is important you go find your USB ID card. It will help from our international recognition in 2 ways. Yes. Not even in the recognition is one way, Travigator. Yes, in the 2 ways you mentioned is what? It helps to solve the situation, the problem of the internal sovereignty recognition. That is number 1. Then number 2, when it's come to the international global community of international recognition, it has solved another problem. So, if you're in the comment section, please, anytime you see a comment that proves that they are not doing what we are doing, please remind me, flash me. But you can raise your fingers like this, then the person will gone. You don't need to strike this time around. Mazen Nandekan has said everything on his message. Do not attack anybody. That he welcomes everybody. Yes, the ID card is with the junior verification. The ID card is authentic. Only holding an ID card, you will be happy. You will feel happy that we are holding it. So please, as you join us, please touch the like button. If it is your first time, you will see a 3 dot in front of you. Click on that 3 dot, it will open. Then you will see like and what? Share. Immediately you share the program, then subscribe on the page. Then also turn notification on so you will know when we are live, so you can join us anytime we are live and doing what we're supposed to do. So this issue of ID card that have junior verification, if you understand what government is planning for you, you will run and take this ID card very fast. When you go into filling of the ID card, then that question you're asking me, then we find it there. Please. This time around, not everything that we pay much attention on it. The USB ID card remains USB ID card. And there is no one like this. The same ID card that was being issued by our Prime Minister, Simon Ebanjoko, is what the government maintains today. Brother, you hold on. After 1 or 2, I think when I have the chance, I will find a way to post the link on this page before the program will end. Or if I did not post it there, once I finish the program, when I call my number out for our people to call, then you will call or you will send me a message. Then I will send you the link. Like yesterday, honestly, I was very happy. Over 10 Biafrans asked me for this link yesterday, which I sent to them. They have all confirmed it. They all say thank you, thank you. So I am very happy that Biafrans are listening and they are understanding what we are here to explain every blessed day. Yesterday, I sent the link by myself. 10 good people, 10. I say, wow. Also, I will check, I will go to my WhatsApp, I will see message, bro, please, I need the link. And when I said, have you got the link? The person said, yes, thank you, I am on it. So if you know you are living in diaspora, please, take the ID card. Please, I have answered you. Yes, our brother Triple M has posted the link. So check from the comment section. Then you will see the link. If you are looking for the link, please. So we are into a very serious game. And into this serious game that we are into, please do your part. Stop complaining. Do what you have to do by yourself. Do what you have to do by yourself. The government are not going to do everything for us. The one we have to do to quick for us to go home, let's do it. Please. What are we going to do before we go to listen to the audio like we normally do here is what? That we as the Biafran people must do what? That we must accept our ID card. As we are accepting the ID card, then the UN will quickly do what? Accept USB recognition. They are not accepting sovereignty because we are automatic the sovereignty by ourselves. Because our declaration and you having the ID card has proved to them there is a full sovereignty, and that there is those that the government is in controlling. That's what? That there is those that the government of the USB are in control. These are the things that we all have to do. So if you're a true Biafran, it is a mandatory that you go and take the ID card. It is mandatory that you take the ID card of the USB for the international recognition very, very quickly. That is why it is very, very imperative at this time that we are into. So we all must go and apply. Go to the page of our DPM, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, to verify that question that you asked right now. So let us go into what brings us here this morning. And it does the homeland, be patient. The link of your ID card will soon be out for you to also enjoy what others are enjoying. So let us go. We want to start from the what are more important things about having unrecognized new declared country, the citizens having the ID card, then I now said like USB in my research, and look at the answer here. Look at the answer.
When a newly declared country, like the United States of Biafra, USB, lacks widespread international recognition, a national ID card serves functions that go far beyond simple identification. While it might not get you through customs at a major international airport yet, its importance shifts toward nation building, internal order, and digital sovereignty. Here is why an ID card is critical for citizens of a non-unrecognized state. 1. Establishing legal personality. In a new state, the first hurdle is moving from being a resident of a territory to a citizen of a nation. Proof of affiliation. It serves as the primary document to distinguish citizens from foreign nationals or residents of the state they separated from. The right to have rights. Even if other countries don't recognize the ID, the issuing government uses it as the master key to grant you access to its specific services, land titles, business permits, or local protection. 2. Building a social contract. A new country needs to know who its people are to serve them. An ID card is the foundation of the social contract. Resource allocation. Without a database of ID holders, a new government cannot accurately plan for healthcare, food distribution, or infrastructure. Taxation and representation. It facilitates a tax system. In political theory, no taxation without representation requires a way to identify who is paying and who has the right to vote for their leaders. 3. Internal security and rule of law. In the early stages of a new country, security is often volatile. Vetting and safety. ID cards help local law enforcement identify who belongs in a community, which is crucial for preventing infiltration or internal conflict. Legal standing. If you are involved in a dispute, property, contract, or civil, an ID provides the legal anchor for your identity in a local court of law. 4. Digital sovereignty and the leapfrog effect. Many new or unrecognized states bypass traditional paper bureaucracies and go straight to digital/biometric IDs. Banking and fintech. Even if traditional global banks hesitate, local or decentralized financial systems, DeFi crypto, often use these IDs for Know Your Customer (KYC) protocols to allow citizens to engage in trade. E-government. A digital ID allows a government in exile or a new state to provide services, like education certificates or voting, over the internet, regardless of physical borders. 5. Symbolic legitimacy. The psychological state. Never underestimate the power of feeling like a citizen. National identity. For a population that has felt marginalized, holding an official document with their new country's name is a powerful act of psychological self-determination. Collective recognition. While external recognition by the UN is a legal goal, internal recognition, citizens recognizing each other, is what actually holds a new country together. Comparison of ID functions. Feature. Recognized country ID. Unrecognized country ID. International travel. High, passports accepted. Low, mostly internal/regional. Banking. Standard global banks. Local/alternative/digital finance. Symbolic value. Taken for granted. High, symbol of independence. Internal utility. Administrative, essential for nation building. Would you like me to look into how other unrecognized states, like Somaliland or Kosovo in its early years, successfully used their ID systems to gain functional independence?
Are you hearing it? Let us go to a little analysis on this, because our people, those who are real Biafrans, understand what I'm doing here. The citizens of the USB, we must recognize ourselves as a sovereignty. We must recognize ourselves as what? As a sovereignty. The world are not going to give you sovereignty. Controlling your territory 100% is not giving you sovereignty. Brother, please, you ask too many questions at a time. You can type on the Google. The movement of Biafra is digital. Type on the Google. And that question you are asking right now, has US recognized United States of Biafra? One question you can ask. Then, number 2, you have to ask on the same Google. It's in the Google. Please go there. You can also ask on your Google map. Did the USB making any diplomatic movement in Washington, D.C.? Please go and ask. Then come back. Because at least we have more 1 hour to go. Then come back and tell us what you find out by yourself. Please do that. The time you used to type here is enough to just type. Did US recognize United States of Biafra that was declared November 29, 2024? Give them exact question you are. At least that is how I do my research. But my own is not in the Google. Now, after you have find that one, then you also ask, what is the US government leading by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze? Sorry, did US government lead by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze making diplomatic movement in America? Please ask. Then you come and tell us what you find as an answer, please. So you cannot, because when you ask too many questions, you get confused by yourself. Your question is supposed to be on what I am doing here. Then that question you're asking me, go back to my previous video on this channel. I have treated all this level that you are just joining us. So if you go back and listen to my previous video, those who are following here can confirm that we have done this and many uncountable times. about USB diplomatic in America, in Washington, D.C. He's studying everything about people of Biafra in Department of Justice in America. So go and ask by yourself, please. Yes, we must recognize ourselves first before expectation. Expecting others to do so. Remember, our freedom is in our hand. That is it. That is what this document is. That is what they are telling us here on this criteria. Of this criteria of having a government, of having ID card in our hand. So let us go for the second time. I will pause, we will explain, we move on, because we want to get to this particular area of that having ID card is internal sovereignty recognition. That is on second section, please.
When a newly declared country, like the United States of Biafra, USB, lacks widespread international recognition, a national ID card serves functions that go far beyond simple identification. While it might not get you through customs at a major international airport yet, its importance shifts toward nation building, internal order, and digital sovereignty.
Are you listening to it? When a newly declared country like the at this junction, one more comment, I will block you. One more comment. That is how I will block you. Because you are lying. USB has opened embassy in America, registered as organization, because that is how the law, when you declare a new country that are lacking recognition international, that you open embassy, register it as organization. Like I said, one more comment, I will block you. I'll give you the last chance. Instead of you, I told you to go back to my previous video. You are touching my hand to block you. I said, if what you are commenting is not what you are hearing from this ID card, this criteria of ID card, one more comment, even please, I will block you. But I think this should be Cecilia that I blocked yesterday. He changed another name. I think this might be you. One more comment that is not on this criteria of ID card, I will block you. I don't want sorry. Focus on what I am doing here now. If you don't, I have given my 5 minutes for free. If you don't focus on what I'm doing here, I will block. That's how I do. What I want is only 10 people are listening and they understand it's okay. Yeah, Jelly Wine, thank you. We move. When a newly declared country like the USB, United States of Biafra, USB, lacks what? Widespread international organization. This is what we are lacking right now. A national ID card serves as a functioning. National ID card serves functioning that goes far beyond simply identification. This ID card go far. He went far. Not only that this ID card, they said that it goes beyond simply identification. Why it might not get you through customs at a major international airport yet. Its importance shifts towards nation building, internal order, and the digital sovereignty. Now, remember that word, internal order and the digital sovereignty. Before you claim, those who are claiming that you must get your land 100% because you become a sovereignty, you must first become a sovereignty on the digital. Because the digital is the evidence that the world are looking for. Listen to that message clearly. Listen to this message clearly. You must become what? Digital sovereignty. Paper. Internet. That is what they called. That is what international law. That is what UN called what? I am doing this program because the more the days are coming, the way we get more and more higher. I am doing this from this is my first time coming across of the UN archive. Criteria of passport, criteria of ID card of an unorganized country. When I go to the UN archive, I was asking what is pushing me to how. But Chukwuka has a way of doing his own thing. And in this their archive that I am in, I did not pay 1 naira because of, I think, the APA was there. Now I know why they increased the payment. Because in the first place, this UN archive is not there. So as the days are coming now, they are pushing more international body archive on their criteria for a sovereign nation than those who declared their own of recent that are asking for recognition. Those things they will do to trigger recognition, because they say that in this 21st century that they are going to make the law flexible for a new declared country that are asking for recognition. They are not going to put it to be under that force or that duress it was before. That they're going to make it to be free. That is when they said that they are going to put it on the flexible movement. So after that, when I got to the archive yesterday, I see many things. And I see this our passport, the level and what it gives to us when it comes out. Only that USB printing one ID, one passport to put in the same criteria of this ID card, we are home. We are home already. Let us continue. Here is why an ID card is critical for citizens of a non-recognized state. And did I say that Biafra has been recognized? I did not say so. Here they said an unrecognized state. As we are looking for external recognition, we are looking for them to call us external sovereignty. But at the stage we are into, we are internal sovereignty on our own. Now when we, through the ID card and the evidences, we are looking for what? External recognition of what? That internal sovereignty. Let's continue.
Here is why an ID card is critical for citizens of a non-unrecognized state. 1. Establishing legal personality.
Remember this number 1, establishing legal personality. Remember that when your personality is under legal, you are on the right track and you are on 100% good side of the movement that we are making. Remember that.
New state, the first hurdle is moving from being a resident of a territory to a citizen of a nation.
Are you hearing it? In a new state, the first handling is moving from being resident of a territory to a citizen of a nation. Moves from being a resident of a territory to a citizen of a nation. This ID card, it moves you to the world, to the full citizen of the new nation called United States of Biafra. United State of what? Biafra.
Proof of affiliation. It serves as the primary document to distinguish citizens from foreign nationals or residents of the state they separated from.
Are you hearing it? What's proving that we are the citizens of Biafra is what? Our ID card. It's not our comment. It's not what we think. It's not how we see it. It's what the UN, on their own, what they want us to do and how they see it. That is the most important part of it. Look at it. It serves as a primary document of the distinguished citizens from foreign nation or residents of the state they separated from. We that have separated ourselves from Nigeria, for us to prove that we separated ourselves from Nigeria, we must have USB ID card. We must have what? USB ID card. That is how to prove that we are no longer Nigeria. It's not by mouth. It's not by me being on social media talking about USB. No. When something happens for evidence to prove that I am a citizen, the world will not use, because I'm on social media shouting about, talking about Biafra. They will notice and say, oh, you're a Biafran. My brother, go ahead with what USB give you to do. Go and do it. Be obedient citizen. Stop complaining in everything. Stop finding excuses in everything. If you're a Biafran, listen to the instruction. Adhere towards that. What makes you a citizen of Biafra is you are obedient to your government. We should not get everything 100% right at this first stage. Don't you know that some countries get the ID card in the first place after they have got international recognition, they uplift their ID card. The only thing you owe the government right now is to go and register that ID card. Whatever you are being asked to do it. So let's continue. Proof of affiliation. It serves as the primary document to distinguish citizens from foreign nations or residents of the states they separated from. The only thing that's proving that we and you have moved from Nigeria is this ID card. Once the ID card carries USB by office of the Biafra government, then you are doing the right thing. So let us go. You are right, Ijele. Thank you so much. Agana, you're welcome. Coaches, you're welcome. Now, the right of having right. Listen, the right of having the right to have right. Listen.
The right to have rights. Even if other countries don't recognize the ID, the issuing government uses it as the master key to grant you access to its specific services, land titles, business permits, or local protection.
Are you hearing it? That is why they use that word, right to have right. Even if other countries does not recognize the ID card, the issuing government use it as the master key to grant you access to its specific services, land title, business permit, or local protection. The ID, that's like yesterday, we discussed how this USB ID card can serve you from any country where you are. If you got entangled of the immigration that they want to deport you. With this only ID card, you can hear a testimony from our brothers in Japan, our brothers in Iceland, those that have this ID card, and those that this ID card has served. Even a sister who is in the deportation camp, he has this ID card. How this ID card served him. You will not believe it. But when someone go to church and fake testimony and give to you, you will listen to it very fast and share it. But you can't share such testimony because it beats you hands down. So let's continue.
2. Building a social contract. A new country needs to know who its people are to serve them. An ID card is the foundation of the social contract.
Are you hearing it? A new country needs to know who its people are to serve them. Through you taking this ID card, in any country where you are, if you have a case and you present the ID card of the USB, that country will contact immediately the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Then they will start talking, because it is ID card of a sovereign state that are seeking for recognition, that are in exile. The law of the same exile government that's give them the right to be a government in exile is the same law that protects you under this ID card. Then you will become a member or a citizen of the USB in also what? In exile. Then the government will find a shield for you in that court. The country on their own has no right anymore to deport you to the country that you have denounced. Once you're on the movement, you present USB ID card when you're having a problem. Is this ID card that they are going to be used to treat your case in that country where you are? Even though if it happens that you fall in the hands of immigration, that they are about to deport you, once you present this ID card, the ID card becomes a savior to you. The ID card will save you. You have saved somebody already. You have served somebody's already. So that is why it is very imperative for you to accept the ID card. Go and try and see. It's not by church or church, it's by the action. It's talk and do is the ID card of the USB. The ID card of USB is talk and do. So go and take it. You also, but that means proving that there is 4 things: a permanent population. You also proving that there is a defined territory. You also proving effective government. And you are at last, you are proving that there is a sovereignty that are seeking for recognition. These are 4 things that you are proving to those countries. And from you, now their system, we know that there is United States of Biafra that was declared November 29, 2024. I block you as a Ugochukwu somebody, you turn back to Kelechi, no problem. You are welcome. Change another name, then change your profile, come. Now, a new country needs to know their citizens to serve them. That is when you have this ID card. Then the government will know how many you are in abroad, how many we are in abroad. Do you see why do you see why we all have to take this ID card?
Resource allocation. Without a database of ID holders, a new government cannot accurately plan for healthcare, food distribution, or infrastructure.
Are you hearing it? Remember, without databases of ID card holders, a new government cannot plan for healthcare, food distribution, or infrastructure. You see that this ID card has many work to do. Do you see that this ID card has many work to do for us?
Taxation and representation. It facilitates a tax system. In political theory, no taxation without representation requires a way to identify who is paying and who has the right to vote for their leaders. 3.
Are you hearing it?
Internal.
Are you here? I hope you are listening. Yes. Thank you, Gochuku, for knowing the truth. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you so much. Now, It facilitates a task system. In political theory, no task without representing requirements, a way to identify who is paying and who has the right to vote for their leaders. This ID card. This ID card of the USB has many benefits. You can see it. You can see what it is. That it is important for us to accept this ID card. Let's continue.
Security and rule of law. In the early stages of a new country, security is often volatile.
Listen, in the earlier stage of a new country, security is always what? Problem. Is it not what we're facing through today? Please, I want you to just hit on that emoji of love, because somehow we're under attack. Whenever they start minusing the like from 30 to 27, so that means you're under attack. So, and the video is somehow shaking. So please just hit that love emoji, so they will know that people are listening and people love what we are doing. Please, if you like what we are doing here, please. Now, if they ask you, in the security aspect of this after our declaration, is not a problem, security, then this ID card help to cure that problem. That is why the USB told you, if you're a Biafra military, you must have ID card. If you are a Biafra military, you must have what? ID card. Having that ID card is part of stopping the insecurity in our territory. Then you will know who is who and those who are not doing the needful. So please, Donatus Ugochukwu, I see you. You're welcome. Thank you. So that is why when they said you must have your ID card, those, if you're a Biafra military, those the homeland who are not genuine, start another different thing. Okay, thank you. That is exactly what the government is trying to do, or prevent us from some dangers. That's what we are doing. So the USB, when they said that any Biafra military in the homeland must them in the homeland must have ID card, so the government can use it to control them. So to know who is who in the homeland, what happens? Those that refuse to understand what we are doing, those that are not genuine, they start fighting. They start gossiping. That is also the problem that a new declared country are being facing.
Vetting and safety. ID cards help local law enforcement identify who belongs in a community, which is crucial for preventing infiltration or internal conflict.
Are you hearing it? ID card help local law enforcement identify who belongs in a community, which is crucial for preventing infiltration or internal conflict. Do you see that this ID card has many benefits? The idea of this ID card makes things very easy for us and the government. That is also, you know that you have what? Effective government that can do everything for you.
Legal standing. If you are involved in a dispute, property, contract, or civil, an ID provides the legal anchor for your identity in a local court of law.
Are you hearing it? The ID card provides help for you. The ID card provides protection for you. Remove that your hatred. Remove that your envy. Remove the genocide in your mind and face the reality. Look at the reality right here. And in this card, the USB said is for every Biafran. It doesn't matter you are far back. It doesn't matter you are one Nigeria who are a Biafran. Because by birth, you are a Biafran, whether you like it or not. Those who was born after 1960, you're a Biafran. Those who born before then, they all they are a Biafran. So what else do you want? And why are you still waiting for what? We must. It's our time. The freedom is being taken. You taking this ID card is part of you taking your freedom by yourself, because your freedom is in your hand. This ID card is another means of you proving I have taken my freedom by myself in my hand. Your destiny is in your hand. The ID card of the USB is what you must take to prove that freedom is not being given, rather it is being taken.
4. Digital sovereignty and the leapfrog effect. Many new or unrecognized states bypass traditional paper bureaucracies and go straight to digital/biometric IDs.
Are you hearing it? We are not the last person. We are not the first. What we are doing today is what many countries has been done in the past, and some are still into it up to now. So what we are doing is that we are passing the road that was being built before us. We are passing the road of the other nations that have their own countries today. They have passed. So we are not the first that issued this ID card. We are not those that started this in the first place. And we are not going to be the last people. Many new unrecognized states bypass traditional paper and go and start to digital biometric ID card. I hope you're listening. That is why everything about this 21st century era that was started from 2001, that is going to end in 2100, everything is digital. That is why when you come and talk about sovereignty, I look at you, I laugh at you. Because you are not the one who wrote out the criteria for you to become a sovereignty. Because of talking from the mindset of envy, jealousness, hatred, your hatred cannot change the criteria that the US government is processing or passing through it. Do you understand? So continue being envy, continue your jealousness, continue your hatred, continue your lying. You are not the one that put criteria for a new country to emerge, and you are not the one that put criteria how to get international recognition. You are not the one that put criteria of sovereignty. You are not. So you are wasting your time in twisting the narrative, but we are here to change it for you. We are here to tell you that bitter truth. If that is why you are attacking the page, you are wasting your time. If that is why the page is under attack from 31 subscribers to 25, it doesn't matter. And I always said it. If you are here to write garbage, if you have liked the program, put on dislike. Get away from this platform. I'm not here for you.
Banking and fintech. Even if traditional global banks hesitate, local or decentralized financial systems, DeFi crypto, often use these IDs for Know Your Customer (KYC) protocols to allow citizens to engage in trade.
Are you hearing it? We cannot bypass protocol. You cannot bypass what? Protocol. There is a protocol that controls everything that we are doing. So on that protocol is where we will stand. You remember Obatobie introducing cryptocurrency for us, is it not true? Now they are telling us that for us to go into this, both if traditional global banking, local, that we have to do what? Have our ID card to know who is their customer. Because in the line of the cryptocurrency trending, you must put your identification. You see how everything works together? And they said that this is a protocol to allow citizens to engage in the trending. If you want to trend into cryptocurrency, you must have USD card. Also, too, that means you are letting the world to know that there is a country called what? United States of what? Biafra.
E-government. A digital ID allows a government in exile or a new state to provide services, like education certificates or voting, over the internet, regardless of physical borders.
You see, the world has given us everything, despite they hide it from us. But we are here to bring it out. That is why we are here. E-government. A digital ID card allows a government in exile or a new state to provide service like education certificate or voting over the internet, regardless of physical border. For those who are telling us that sovereignty is when you control your border on 80%, they said, regardless of physical border, they don't need it. When you are government in exile, they know that there's a problem. That is why you are in exile. So that the only thing that will solve the problem is when you are in exile, they give recognition. For those recognition to come, we as the citizens of Biafra must accept the ID card, must take our ID card from our government. Because those that believe in USD are over those that do not believe, which is true. So if only 10 million Biafrans under USB take this ID card, I'm telling you that over 10 million or maximum 10 million of Biafra take it, the recognition will knock tomorrow morning. The government will submit it there. And they have no option to recognize us. That one, the recognition will come automatic from the UN. With over 10 million Biafrans having the ID card, it gives us automatic recognition from the office of the UN direct. I want you to know the quality, the value of this ID card, what this ID card holds for us. If you are delaying to have this ID card, you are one of the person who are delaying our international recognition, our external recognition. Please, hearken to the truth and listen to the truth.
5. Symbolic legitimacy. The psychological state. Never underestimate the power of feeling like a citizen. National identity. For a population that has felt marginalized, holding an official document with their new country's name is a powerful act of psychological self-determination.
Are you hearing it? I hope you are listening. National ID card. For a population that have felt marginalized, are we not marginalized in Nigeria? Are we not? We are. Holding an official document within the new country name is a powerful act of self-determination. Is a powerful act of what? Self-determination. When people, they said, for a population, when you have this ID card, when over 10 million Biafrans have this ID card, that is when it's proved that for a population that have felt marginalized, having an official document within the new country name, the world know that a time will come when a new country will merge, and these things has happened in the past. That is why they give us all these criteria to follow up. That is why you must go and take this ID card. That is why we have to do all we can to accept our ID card from the USB for us to get what? The international recognition very fast. Evidence in a digital instrument.
Collective recognition. While external recognition by the UN is a legal goal, internal recognition, citizens recognizing each other, is what actually holds a new country together.
Are you hearing it? You that is fighting USB. You, when you come to a comment section, you will see 50 people. Only 3 people will be writing garbage. Collective recognition. Collective recognition. Listen how they break it into 2. Why external recognition by the UN is a legal goal. Internal recognition, citizens recognizing each other as a sovereign state, is what actually hold a new countries together. Not by fallback, not by CRC, not by any other group. While external recognition by the UN is a legal global goal, internal recognition, citizens of the country recognizing themselves, each other, that we are a sovereign state, is what the world asks us to do. We will go more deep on this particular area so we may understand every criteria that is there. Please, I urge you, if you never like the program, if you're first time coming or you're just joining us, look at the red 3 dots in front of you. Please click on that red 3, click on that 3 dots. You will see like, share. Because why this like is important, that when you like and share, you are sending that message from your link to another person who is following you, because there is those that following you but you don't know. So whenever you share on the Facebook, whenever you share on the Twitter, whenever you share on the any group, Instagram, any group you are, or any platform you are participating from, you have sent the message to people that's following you there for them to listen. And through that means your share might change somebody's mind. Do you see why it is very important when you join, you share and they like the program? Let's continue. Remember this. Why external recognition by the UN is a legal goal? Do you understand this word? That why external recognition by the UN is a legal goal? It's not gone. It's not woto that will make UN to recognize you. It is legal in a document. It is legal where in the document. Are you following? UN is in this 21st century. They are no longer recognizing woto. They are recognizing legal movement in this 21st century. Because the law has changed. They have endorsed a new law that controls the world. Because one thing that is constant in life is changing. Now, what they have seen that this woto are bringing problems here and there, conflicts, that they don't want it anymore. What happens? They decide to change. They said that in this 21st century, starting from 2001 to 2100, is going to end. That they want to make the law of you having a new country, let it become very flexible. And they give out the criteria. The criteria was not being mentioned or not being teaching out from you who is writing garbage, who hates USB. And they did not see you and write those criteria. They never know that we will come when they put this criteria here. So the world are changing every blessed day. Why can't you change? Why can't you? They make it openly that from 2001 is 21st century. That this 21st century we end in 2100 and we are in 2026. Count how many years to go that make 1 century. That this law. Then after this, they will change it again. So those that will fight on the issue of having a new country, then they will use the law then, not this one. So you that's holding on the old law of the colonial eras, are you not an idiot? On Igbo onye amna ejire n'ime mapago one penta isi ga-ezu oke. Oh, but but because of the envy, hatred, jealousy in you has destroyed you, and we are here to put to end of that. You are rubbish. That's your African mentality proven. Now I'm plug one paint inside. So USB, yes, we are open to change. We move with USB as they follow UN law. That is what. Look at what they said here. Collective recognition, collective one. Why external recognition by the UN is legal? It's a legal goal. Internal recognition of sovereignty, citizens recognizing each other is what actually holding a new countries together. I recognize Ijele Wine that he is from the USB, and those on the writing comment section who are writing according to what we are doing. That is what brings us here together. And that is what proves what? So the togetherness proves sovereignty. The togetherness of the people of a new country proves that there is a sovereign state in waiting for external recognition. This is how it goes. And we are not the one who put this law here. You are not you. You that is writing. You are not the one that put the law of a new country. You are not the one who introduced the criteria. It's because of the criteria does not suit you, and you are wayo and the criminal act. You turn against it because the criteria stop you from making the Biafran people. The criteria prove that you are a rebel. You are a mere political party. You are a toy. You are a puppet of the existing country we are living from. That is who you are. That is why you hate the law. And you want to twist it for us to believe on you. And when 20 people gathered and the 2 people have different words, they are what? Betrayers. That is who you are.
Comparison of ID functions. Feature. Recognized country ID. Unrecognized country ID. International travel. High, passports accepted. Low, mostly internal/regional. Banking. Standard global banks. Local/alternative/digital finance. Symbolic value. Taken for granted. High, symbol of independence. Internal utility. Administrative, essential for nation building. Would you like me to look into how other unrecognized states, like Somaliland or Kosovo in its early years, successfully used their ID systems to gain functional independence?
Are you hearing it? There was times Somaliland, they are just like us. There was a time Kosovo, they are on this level where we are. Can you hear that? They give us an example. Today, how they use their ID card to get their recognition. And the one who Koko was writing to me yesterday that Somaliland get recognition because of their military, they control their land 100%. And as that person was talk, I bring out the history of Somaliland, that they did not get recognition because of that when they controlled their land 100%, that there was no recognition. Could you imagine? Our app of if you come here, we give you the way you want. We give you what you never believe. And you don't know it, it means that you don't know it. Because that your locality brain could not help you. That's your Nigeria brain is a disgrace to you. And you have that opportunity to disgrace yourself more. So on this junction, the number to call remains +9733360513337. That is number to call if you wish to call on the platform. As I am playing it fully, before I will go into the second session of the main topic you see of internal. That ID card is internal recognition. That ID card is sovereignty recognition under internal. Remember, we have heard about external. So if you want to call us on this program, the number remains plus 97336051
When a newly declared country, like the United States of Biafra, USB, lacks widespread international recognition, a national ID card.
Yes, we have a first caller. Good afternoon from here.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Good afternoon from here, my brother.
You are welcome. Have the mic.
Okay. I hope I'm very clear, audible.
Yes, you are audible.
All right. Thank you so much for this program you are doing. It is really very interesting, and I want to say more grace to your elbow. Then, I wish that all our media platforms, because this issue of ID card is very, very important. How I wish they would devote this maybe 1 or 2 weeks to hammer well on this, dwell on this issue of this ID card, so that our people will be well informed about the importance of this ID card. At least we have understood that once a declaration is being made, automatically it becomes an issue of sovereignty.
Exactly.
So for those who are talking 1 or 2 things, on the negative about sovereignty, the declaration is what brings about the sovereignty. So now, at this stage, anybody who is still claiming ignorance, he doesn't know what sovereignty is all about. If this program can be, if our medias can dwell on this program for like a week or 2 weeks, our people will get more informed. Even this issue of sovereignty will be clear. Then this ID card, they will now understand more about it and know that this ID card will add, how would I put it now? Will be like a backup key, or how would I put it
They
so that it will be very simple?
Here that it is a primary road for external recognition from the UN. That it is a primary.
Yes, but I am coming to this. The mandate that we give to the Brigi to declare Biafra through the referendum vote we casted over 50 million, right?
Yes.
If our people can now register this ID card, have this ID card, then the world will now understand that the 50 million we are claiming is not just,
not just a claim. Yes.
It is not just a claim, that it is reality.
They even said up to maximum 10 million have this ID card. That
you understand?
That the UN will not going to argue that we are not.
Even 5 million can go a long way.
Yes, can go a long way.
5 million can go a long way. And then I wish that, I don't know how our government can be able to do this. Maybe they can create an app, that will enable even those in the homeland to everywhere you are to start doing this thing, registering it so that the number can increase.
They said that they will open by February / go on the line for the homeland will be there. It will be there.
Yes, it is very, very important, because if we keep waiting for these gangsters in the street of Europe and wherever that is, only interested in what they will put in their pockets, that are not well informed about what we are doing, it might delay. But I am very, very sure that the moment that people in the homeland and in African soil have access to this, believe me, that number we can get it in less than 1 month.
Yes. Yes.
So, my brother, let me yield here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Keep it up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a missed call. Yeah, we have to return the missed call. Yes, Ogonoya. Good afternoon from here.
Okay.
We miss your call.
Good afternoon. Okay. Thank you, man.
We are good. We are live and direct.
Okay. My friend, I'm carrying out Israel and so much of this. One thing I want to is the kind of projection is that we will not end this year.
Yes.
I'm in the office. Let me go out. They are making noise here. One thing is that we will not end it here. If our media houses, all the USB media houses, we take it off in the terms of sensitization. Because there are so many people, even in abroad, I don't even know what is happening, that USB is conquering ground. Bring the knowing to our people there and let them be aware and join what is happening. Because the trend is seriously moving. In fact, it's getting to the permanent side.
Yes.
It's getting to the permanent side. So it's a very good topic you just brought up. And I ask and I urge all our media people, they should take it from where you stop. Let the sensitization begin to go viral. Let people begin to understand, even the people in homeland. Although in the homeland, their own is not yet in view.
Yeah, very soon.
Until when that one starts. So that by the time the homeland will start, the homeland people will be able to understand it and key into it. Because their own teaching is different from the teaching of the people outside here. You have to break it down for them to really understand, like our mothers and our old age parents, and most of our brethren that are now more enlightened, like some of us, they might not really understand what it means. So I think it's a duty call for them to take it up, sensitize everybody, both home and abroad, so that when it comes, everybody will care. One thing I love my people is this: once something come out and they're able to understand that thing, it doesn't take them a second. You will see all of them. They will care and begin to publicize it themselves.
Exactly.
So that is what I think the media people should do. And I believe our government have much media too, because the work is so enormous that only few of you cannot be able to carry everything. But as more people are being included into it, I think the message will keep on going viral. And another thing I love that you people do is joint media broadcasts. I love it so much because it now made the people on this background, the people on this background, and the people that are following them, they now form a kind of a united media broadcast. Circulated like you normally go to Humble Lion program, Adana Simon program. I think is a very welcome idea. So that some of the experience and some of the teaching that are so keen that comes from you from other platforms. The people that are following them that are not able to key in when you started it will be able to get the information. So That is that. It's a welcome idea. And I want to stand categorically to thank our our mother,
Yes, so
our mother, which is our DPN. That woman, in fact, I was thinking on what that woman did. You know, we owe that woman. We owe that woman.
yes, now.
We don't know, some of us didn't know what that woman has done for us. You know, the said don't know how they put their age, but I believe as time goes on, some of us are beginning to feel the impact of what that woman did that day. It was a life saving. It was a life saving. In fact, that woman with that single act has saved a whole generation, both born and yet unborn. Even those that are at the dead row, that single act that woman did that day by that 29 has turned around everything and turned around the futures of a whole race. I want to say, every time I pray, say, God bless this woman. Please continue to uphold her, continue to endow her with more wisdom, more knowledge, and more expansion in you. And look at what he has done. Because this one that just this um, honor that was given to Mazi is a very big, it's a very big thing. People don't know. People don't know the impact of that thing. People do not know. But as time goes on, people will get to know. It's a very big thing that woman, the government did. If I'm calling her, I'm not only calling her, I'm calling both the cabinet
Yes,
and every one
all
of
of
them.
them, yes.
Because it's not only her that are doing the work,
Yes.
it has some people that he delegates some things to do. The reason why we are calling her is because she is the only person that we see all the time. But there are other people on the ground
Yeah,
working with her.
she is the
I
point
want to
of
say
contact.
thank you for
She is the
all.
point of contact.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
Thank
want
you
to
so
say
much.
thank you, all of them, all the cabinets. More grace. You will not fall. Do not relent. That which you are looking for is already at the doorstep.
Yes, sir.
And as God, they all made themselves available for God to use them. Because if they did not make themselves available, God cannot force them. And God will continue to look for somebody, a vessel that he can use. But when God called for a vessel and they made themselves a vessel, I say, God, thank you for using them, and thank them also for allowing God to use them. And
Yes.
God will use them and bring glory to God. So that is what my own submission this afternoon, although I'm at work.
You did very
So
well. You
I
did
said,
very well.
because it
Thank you
has been
so
a
much.
long time.
Yes, you did well. And
Okay, so I said, let me chip
you
in
always spoke
something.
eloquently. In fact, you're on point at all time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you,
one in a
sir.
million. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Okay. Like we have one missed call. Do we have missed call based on our program? No, that is a private call. So we must continue. We must continue. So, like I said, I will play it without touch. So those that just join us, we understand where we are and what we are saying about the ID card, how important it is.
Serves functions that go far beyond simple identification. While it might not get you through customs at a major international airport yet, its importance shifts toward nation building, internal order, and digital sovereignty. Here is why an ID card is critical for citizens of a non-unrecognized state. 1. Establishing legal personality. In a new state, the first hurdle is moving from being a resident of a territory to a citizen of a nation. Proof of affiliation. It serves as the primary document to distinguish citizens from foreign nationals or residents of the state they separated from. The right to have rights. Even if other countries don't recognize the ID, the issuing government uses it as the master key to grant you access to its specific services, land titles, business permits, or local protection. 2. Building a social contract. A new country needs to know who its people are to serve them. An ID card is the foundation of the social contract. Resource allocation. Without a database of ID holders, a new government cannot accurately plan for healthcare, food distribution, or infrastructure. Taxation and representation. It facilitates a tax system. In political theory, no taxation without representation requires a way to identify who is paying and who has the right to vote for their leaders. 3. Internal security and rule of law. In the early stages of a new country, security is often volatile. Vetting and safety. ID cards help local law enforcement identify who belongs in a community, which is crucial for preventing infiltration or internal conflict. Legal standing. If you are involved in a dispute, property, contract, or civil, an ID provides the legal anchor for your identity in a local court of law. 4. Digital sovereignty and the leapfrog effect. Many new or unrecognized states bypass traditional paper bureaucracies and go straight to digital/biometric IDs. Banking and fintech. Even if traditional global banks hesitate, local or decentralized financial systems, DeFi crypto, often use these IDs for Know Your Customer (KYC) protocols to allow citizens to engage in trade. E-government. A digital ID allows a government in exile or a new state to provide services, like education certificates or voting, over the internet, regardless of physical borders. 5. Symbolic legitimacy. The psychological state. Never underestimate the power of feeling like a citizen. National identity. For a population that has felt marginalized, holding an official document with their new country's name is a powerful act of psychological self-determination. Collective recognition. While external recognition by the UN is a legal goal, internal recognition, citizens recognizing each other, is what actually holds a new country together. Comparison of ID functions. Feature. Recognized country ID. Unrecognized country ID. International travel. High, passports accepted. Low, mostly internal/regional. Banking. Standard global banks. Local/alternative/digital finance. Symbolic value. Taken for granted. High, symbol of independence. Internal utility. Administrative, essential for nation building. Would you like me to look into how other unrecognized states, like Somaliland or Kosovo in its early years, successfully used their ID systems to gain functional independence?
I hope you listen carefully to it. The importance of the ID card of United States of Biafra, the unorganized sovereign state. We must organize ourselves as a sovereign state before any other country will address us as a sovereign state. We must organize ourselves. This is what UN told us, that we, under the UN Charter, that we must recognize ourselves as sovereign state before any other external will call us a sovereign state. I hope you're getting it clearly. And the continual feeling, having that urge of feeling bigger, that you are a citizen of the United States of Biafra. Anybody who come on the comment section, ask him, which citizen of country are you? They are citizens of what? Fall back. They are citizens of what? CRC. You cannot become a citizen of USB without accepting the official declaration of the USB we are declared by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. IPOB is not a citizen. There is difference between organization ID card and the new declared country that lacks international recognition. There is difference. There is difference between having IPOB ID card and there is difference between having a nation ID card despite lacking international recognition. They are not the same thing. I think let's check. We have a caller. Yes. Ijele1. Good afternoon from here. You're welcome. Or sorry, good evening from here. You're welcome.
Good afternoon from my end as well. There
you
go. I salute one love my people.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you do. I think it was just this morning that I watched that program. Kai reports did with the
Barrister.
Biafra lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Paris, yes. Because I said I must watch that program. And today in the morning, I found the chance to watch it. Now, and thank you for bringing this program up because it's one of the things that was very hard for some people to understand in that program. You know, this issue of ID card and passports and sovereignty as well. So I don't even know how many times you will do this for it to be enough. I don't think it will be enough. No, no, no amount of this particular one. Now. The issue of sovereignty, issue of passports, the ID card before recognition. Mark that point before recognition.
Yes.
It's very hard for our people to understand this. Even though you have shown them the big handwriting on the wall by reading it from the document, from the UN criteria, the document from United Nations, not or making it up. He paid for this, he researched for this and paid for this information. It's not his words, but the international diplomatic way of becoming a nation. The road, there is this statement you use here, and I love that narrative very much. You said the road has been built, the road is there, others have passed through that road and they succeeded. Then we are going through that road. We are not making another road, but in any way you can adjust depending on how your own case is. Like Nigeria case is honestly
Yes.
it is
It is.
the dangerous diversity in Nigeria makes our own case very, very peculiar. So in some ways we can adjust, but we will still not adjust outside the international law. Otherwise, it will choke us. We will still be doing it inside to go within that law. We will not go against it so that this recognition of a thing will not be um, delayed. You know, some countries have gotten there after 50 years, after 34 years. When you hear this, you know, some of us will be like, how can we stay up to that before we get this freedom? My dear, it doesn't work like that. Our own case, some countries even got theirs before 6 years. I don't know, you know, I don't know.
Namibia got their own after 1 month. America got their own after a year and 6 months.
Okay, you can imagine that. And I'm seeing Biafra freedom in that picture of Namibia.
Yes.
And
America.
The other countries before. Yes.
Then
So I'm seeing Biafra freedom.
people of Congo, after their declaration from government in exile, it takes them 6 years before they're able to achieve recognition.
So right now, let me just conclude by saying this particular point because this is where the Okamponi is point.
Yes.
In this particular program here now, Chino have made us the document Chino brought out here. He has been bringing up this program, this particular topic. But each time he make this program, we will see something that we have not seen before, or hear something that we did not pay much attention to before. Now, in this particular thing, we always say we are supporting the government. We are supporting the government. This time around, the program today made me to understand that we always say it with mouth, but there is something we should use to support this government that will make this our freedom, this recognition even come even more faster. And that is getting your ID card.
Number one.
Getting your ID card. We move this thing. In fact, we'll put this our recognition in every desk of international country, of international body. It will make it to be, because now here it says internal recognition. You have citizens, you have to recognize yourself. Citizens. Now ask yourself, have you recognized yourself? How do you recognize yourself? Is it when somebody asks you, what is your country? What's the origin? What's your origin? Or what's your country? You will say, I'm a Biafra. No, okay. What if the person say, do you have anything to show, like, for me to see that you are actually from that country? Then what you will bring and what you are carrying in your bag is Nigerian passport, Nigerian ID. You don't even have anything like Biafran ID card that is available now in the site for you to apply. It's available. The passport is upcoming, but ID card is already there for you to apply. Let it not be by word of mouth.
Without having ID card, to have passport is going to be difficult for you, because it's what you have in the ID card they use to process the passport.
ID card, yes, that's another thing. ID card, because when you want to apply for your passport, maybe there will be a part where you will fill your ID number or something.
Yes.
ID card number or reference number, not all kinds. So first and foremost, let us recognize ourselves. That's the point I just want to bring out here and throw more light on it. We have to do that internal recognition. Internal recognition.
Not just internal recognition. They said internal sovereignty recognition. Internal sovereignty recognition.
But it's talking about the ID card.
Yeah. That is it's talking about the ID. The ID card is internal sovereignty recognition that helps the government, that the UN will not argue that you are not a sovereignty.
It gives your government, it gives USB government, that's ID card, gives the number of people applying for that ID card. We give the USB government that diplomatic
leverage,
strength.
Yes.
You know? So we really need to recognize ourselves first. By doing what? Applying for this ID. I'm talking about people in diaspora first.
Yes.
Because I'm not sure people in homeland. And mind you, people in diaspora comprises of people in other parts of Africa. What we are talking about, people in Nigeria, in Biafra land. Their own site is not up yet. But outside that, if you are in any part of Africa, in Europe, anywhere, Asian country, anywhere at all, you are in diaspora. Because unable diaspora, people may think it's only for people in the Western world, like Europe and America.
So far, you're not in Nigeria.
So why exactly? So make haste and recognize yourself. It will help you in 6 different ways. You will benefit from it personally. Then in 2 ways, that application you made will help the country, the USB nation, in 2 ways. Then in 4 ways and 6 ways.
Yes.
But in 6 ways, that's 6 ways you will benefit from it. So it's very, very important that we do haste, make a haste to recognize ourselves, the citizens, because that is the part. If we must hold this particular one and take it home and do it, my dear, we already home by UN law.
By the UN
we already home.
Because they said that is a UN law, legal UN law. Goal.
Yes. So that's what I want to say, man. Anyway,
Thank you so much. We must, guys. I got to your comment about the media coming up together. Yes, you people will see us very soon. Maybe tomorrow or next week we are coming. And
Okay.
by the grace of
And
God,
again, we really need to be using one stone and use one stone
to kill
to
two
kill
birds. Two
many
birds.
birds.
Yes.
Yes. So anytime such personality like that lawyer is coming to any um any program, any individual
Any
independent media,
yes.
and then please alert others, other medias, whoever have chance that particular time you will be hosting it, let them air it. It will go more viral because we are not.
I did not blame
Yes.
anybody. What is holding is we I think there's something we need to discuss more. One of us need to have this particular stream yard that when it comes,
Okay.
whenever you are that person, whenever certain happens, anybody can be share it. So that is we need we need Biafrans to sponsor one social media among all the independent media that will be anytime we are having our life. So the person will give the link. Everybody will share the message together. That is what.
Yeah, I remember when they are doing it. So yeah,
yes, that is what we are missing now.
Anyway, it's a very good thing that you people, maybe all the media should put in consideration.
Yes,
Think about it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, my dear. Take care.
Thank you so much.
You
Thank
see
you so much. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, dear friends. Ojidike n'ala ji onwe ọla. He who holds a hero on the ground or a Superman on the ground, you are holding yourself. If you are not taking this ID card, you are holding USB recognition. Because this particular ID card is what? Sorry. Oh my God. This people is here. Sorry, my people. Something happened. I have a call on the Gadget Direct. So, the USB recognition is what? Is the primary road. USB ID card is a primary road that leads to international recognition. USB ID card is a primary road that leads to UN recognition. They give us, exactly, they said, if over or maximum 10 million Biafrans in diaspora or anywhere in the whole Biafra movement, in the whole Biafra citizens can accept this ID card, that's what happens. That there is no argument about giving recognition once they provide this evidence. So if you claim you love USB, if you claim that USB is your country, that you are a citizen of the USB, without this ID card in your hand, you are not. You are still in Nigeria, in country where you are. Without you having this ID card in your hand, on your name, using it, you are still in Nigeria. Because when they ask your ID card, you present the ID card of Nigeria. That simply means you are what? In Nigeria. But when they ask you ID card, you present USB. That's how you become a citizen of the United States of Biafra that we are into. So, let all of us understand it clearly that we are the one holding ourselves. That we are the one holding, not the government. Baros, I can see you are welcome. Hello, I can see you very long time, but you are welcome. Thank you so much. So, try to understand this importance of this our ID card. From tomorrow, we will continue on this issue of external recognition. How the ID card is external what? Recognition. So by tomorrow, then we will go on the second session of this particular program. From now, henceforth, our program lies on ID card. We focus on ID card, then on also the passport that is about to come. Whenever you want to know, just come on this page. That is the things we are discussing. So, I want every Biafrans to know that our freedom is in our hand. Our freedom is in our hand. How can we accomplish this our freedom? Having USB ID card in your hand. This ID card is different from those who believe in IPOB as organization. It's quite total, not the same thing. This is ID card of unorganized new country. Then the ID card is a primary goal that leads to international recognition. That is why we who claim, you who claim that you are citizen of the USB, we must apply, have it. That is when you are a Biafran. A Biafran is not by comment. A Biafran is not by contribution. Any of us who is making contribution on behalf of USB, but we don't have ID card of the USB, we are not being sincere to ourselves. The main thing is that we are delaying our official recognition. The DOS members, yes, even they are obtaining this ID card. Odogwu Enugu. Odogwu Enugu. Good evening from
Good morning.
Here. Good evening from here. You're welcome. Have the mic.
Thank you very much. And I greet everybody that have called and everybody in the comment section, especially the people who have not understood. I want to advise them to listen and learn. Nobody knows it all. Some certain things that you think is not important, maybe you are savior tomorrow. I want everybody to follow me and thank Chikoku Abiyama for providing and making you available for us. We appreciate you. We are happy for you. You are doing a great job, and Biafrans are benefiting from what you are teaching. For many years, we have been deep rooted into lies and darkness. But today, just like Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, you are changing the narrative of yesterday. You are changing the narrative of the past. And we are coming to realization that it is no more gidi gidi bada bada. It is no more woto woto. It is only us that can set ourselves free, especially by this ID card. But I want to beg you to help us talk to the government to make it more, or work for it for all the people in Biafra land to apply for this ID card.
That is on the process.
Good. I am telling you, and I am assuring the government that if they do that, that they will have about 50 million or even more than 50 million Biafran that will apply. I want you to take example from the referendum.
Yes.
That we when we voted. I bet you how do I say it? The people that voted for that are mostly from Biafra land.
Yeah, those homeland, yes. And moreover,
yeah, homeland.
or the Megu states
exactly.
have highest number of voting on the self-referendum. Or the Megu
Okay.
state. Yes.
And the same thing is going to happen to this ID card if they are given the opportunity to vote. Because I am ashamed that even us who are in Europe up till now have not gotten this ID card. Not that we don't have money. Many people have money. Myself, I'm still waiting for my own. I have applied. I stand bold to say that I applied.
Yes,
I have
sir.
paid. And it's on process. It's going to reach me very soon. But there are so many of us Biafrans here that have the money, but they only lack belief. Many of us still think, is it possible? Many of us are still thinking, is it possible after seeing the breakthrough of the government? Can you imagine a government that have registered its activities in Wikipedia? Do you people know what is in Wikipedia? Do you know what it means for a recognition to happen or Biafran that being cancelled in the map of the world to appear now in the map of West Africa? Biafrans, do you know what it means? So I am challenging all Biafrans in abroad like me. I am not begging you, because when it comes to the point that everybody will appear, the constitution of Biafra is there to treat you. I'm not going to do anything.
Yes.
But the constitution, that's why I'm begging Dr. Ngozo Rebeze. Please, mommy, keep it on. Just allow me, when Biafra come, to use constitution to punish and they create a way that many of us who are stiff, who are unbelief like Thomas, who are waiting to touch the hand of Jesus where they nailed him, who are waiting for it to come. When we are finally home, our constitution will be a law, and nobody should be above the law. So thank you, our professor. Continue what you are doing. Don't care about who comes, who like or who no like. You are building on the solid rock of Biafra recognition. Odorigi, and thank
you so
everyone
much.
that have listened.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate you. Wonderful one. Like Jelly and Wine and other people who called. So on this junction, we are drawing the curtain down. My people, we will continue tomorrow on the second session that we're supposed to play or treat this today. So let us be taking it one step, one session, so we can be able to, people can have time to listen, even though that this one session have taken us almost 2 hours, 30 minutes to explain it to every layman understanding. I am not doing it because I know it all, no, but I am doing the little one that school can give me to give to my people for us to understand where we are and the criteria that leads to everything. Nobody from Nigeria are the one that put this law. The law is against, that's why they were against it. The criteria to have a new country is against Nigeria. It's IPOB did not understand it at all. Fall back, no. CRC, no. Any other group, no. It's only this. That is how you will know those that are getting it right. Those that are maintaining the legal way of the UN in everything that we are doing, which happens to be United States of Biafra, we are declared through Dr. Musa Rebeza and the cabinet members. My kudos to you all for putting us or for taking this criteria that leads to recognition quickly. All of you, the cabinet members, should continue. But Chukwu Okabe must remove any saboteur, any betrayer. He must expose Aja Igbo, Afo, Orie, Eke, Nkwo must arrest that betrayer who still remain, that Judas, that Ifajuna, who still remain in this government, Aja and Igbo, Mwenwe Biafra, the spirit of the over 5,000s or millions of Biafra were massacred by Nigeria, the spirit of Ikonso, rise, spirit of Mbochoya Kogwuya. May all these great soldiers that have fallen because of this movement, may your spirit arise and chase away any Judas, any Ifajuna, any betrayer that is still under this cabinet. May all your spirit fight and expose that person to fish that person out. He said, from me, from here, have a wonderful